This is the Flight Club.
Hi guys, welcome to the Flight Club. It's me, SP Pao. We'll be doing a proper 360 pre-flight inspection. Okay, so first things first, we do have to do an inside inspection. You do have your control lock removed. Set it aside for later on. Be able to see if everything's free and correct. You'll be able to see your elevators and your stabilizers to be free. So master switch on. As the master switch on, you do check your fuel. You get your left tank and your right tank. Next, after you do check the gas, all the lights are on. We'll be checking outside if your lights are actually turned on. We have to turn off all the lights afterwards. So taxi landing lights off, strobe lights, beacon lights off, nav lights off, and finally master switch off. Other part from inside inspection is you have to check. Usually there's a marking here for a takeoff setting. You can do cross-check it when you pull out your control column, and then you can look at the tail for your trim. After which, you check your fuel selector valve. Usually it's set to both. Next, we have to check if we have any baggages, and if there are kids sitting in the back, we have to make sure that this is secure. So lock it, check if it's stuck with the handle, and to see if it's all secure. We also check if the rudder gust is installed. Check if it's free. Usually you hold at the bottom or at the top of the rudder. We also have to check if there's any tail tie down right there below. Check also your control surfaces for any security or anything that is a hazard. And then we check on the right side also for any control surfaces if there is any hazard or any movement and security. Okay, next we start now in the right wing. We do have to check if later on there are any wing tie downs. We do check our flaps fully extended. Usually we do check specifics inside and over here. And we do check our ailerons to check any hinges if there are any problems for the freedom of controls of your flight column inside. Then we check our wing. Usually in our right wing we do have our strobe lights. Usually it's written on the main wheel strut, the PSI indicated for your main wheels, to check for inflation and if it has equal pressure for the air inside the wheel. We do this. We check the wheel like this. We do have to check if there is any fuel contaminants in our fuel tanks. So now we have to drain. Now we move to our fuel cap. We recheck and cross-check our gasoline from checking from the inside. Now we check exteriorly or outside. So we do have a dipstick to check the inside of our gasoline. So it reads about 20 gallons of gasoline. After this, we do have to check and make sure that once we do check our gasoline, we have to lock it right in place. Okay, so it doesn't move during flight. So we do have to check our oil caps after draining the right wing. So for our oil quantity, it has to be between 6 to 8 quarts. So unlock the cap, pull it out, and perfect, not above 8 and not below 6. Okay, now we have to drain our engines. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Okay, now we move to the front of the plane. Usually it is cautionary to make sure that everything's off before you do this. So we do have to have a view of any debris inside the engine. Okay, now we do have to have a visual check of our lights and filter for any damages, busted lights, or a broken air filter. Moving to the left side of the plane, we can find here our static ports. We have to check if it has any debris or anything that will stop you from getting your static air pressure. Moving forward, we have to check our main wheels. Again at 29 PSI, just to check proper tire pressure. You have to step on it. Now we have to drain. Now we have to check sediments, water, oil, any gunk, to see if your fuel mixture is clean. So now we do have to visually check from the outside your fuel quantity for the left wing. Open the cap. Put the dipstick in. So it does show around 20 gallons approximately. After checking, put back the cap, lock it, and you're good to go. We remove our pito tube cover. There's a little macaroni knob here. It's also called your fuel vent. Moving forward, you have your air vent over here. Next, your pito tube for any debris. Our stall warning system or stall warning horn. And we move to check also our wing tie downs if there are anything that's tying down the wing down. Okay?